Alright, graduate. Oh, Makoto.
Don't press it! This is Junko's trap!
Huh?
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again!
Is it the real Makoto this time?
It's not again. This time, it's the real one.
Real?
Real.
I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
This guy is the real Makoto Naegi. Then, this is the guy I spoke to.
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown.
Exposition.
And thus, the main character gallantly appears. So cool! I'm drooling! So much!
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone, and then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all.
I'm drooling! I can't stop my leaking!
Junko, please get therapy. I know you're dead and you're an AI, but get therapy. You have issues.
How were you able to get here, Makoto? Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, you must have hacked in with his tricks too, right? That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
They're just reusing a game asset.
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Which means you must respect my authority.
I already know the risks of being here.
You always had such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me.
Just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap? It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully.
Yeah, out of everyone here, Fuyahiko's the one who actually had a connection with somebody else in the game from what he remembered from his preschool life. He just wants Echo back. And that's what he's banking on, is gonna get Echo back if they graduate right now.
After all this, I can't let you get in the way. The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap.
You advocate for Junko to go to therapy so much, you should like Big Psych. Hey, Keeper Script streams, sponsored by Big Psych. No, just like, it literally, I don't know what Junko's story is, but like, she does have issues, and she's making it everybody else's problem.
Huh? She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
Hey, little old me.
Yes, little old you.
Who do we trust?
If you knew Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying. You know her goal? Yeah. Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
The Despair Restoration Program?
As part of the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, it's a gap in the program.
She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create, and upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
Oh, jeez. She'd have like a zombie army of herself.
What? Then, everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
Their bodies will come back to life, but they'll have Junko in the head. You consider that everyone else is wrong for living in Junko's world. Junko's world is literally an apocalypse. She has caused so much pain and suffering. I don't want to live in Junko's world.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
Or Junko. I say Junko.
Yuck. Like the real world, once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered.
I decided I'm a Monokuma / Junko apologist, and then it's time for 10 more squats. Alright, I will do more squats. I will never be a Junko apologist, though. I want to know what the source of her being the ultimate despair is, though, because, like, I don't think I've had that answered. I think it is just the fashion industry corrupted her. That's what, like, my only thing I can bank on. I'm a 10 squats. Alright.
It's actually impossible to revive them.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear. And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person. The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities.
I don't think that makes it better, Junko.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko, so I know some things that'll make you happy.
Oh no.
I can play a version of Peko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
I said, don't fucking mess with me!
Oh, Fuyuhiko ain't having any of this.
Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here.
Huh. Junkify all mankind?
After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters.
Oh, jeez.
And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world.
I mean, I guess at that point it would just be Junko's world and we're all living it.
With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete. That's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah! Our dreams are expanding and...
What the fuck? How do you even get to think of something like
messed
this?
up plan is your goal?
Common Junko W converts the entire world into Junko.
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
Don't give her ideas.
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
The reason she wasn't able to do that, is it because there was something she didn't do? If so, the reason is the school trip's rules.
I see.
She has to follow the rules.
Got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
Yep.
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher. However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
RuneScape stream when? I don't think I've ever played RuneScape.
So, the rules were protecting us?
There's a
Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
She admits it.
So you made us kill each other, because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Oh. Yeah, that would explain it.
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
A body was just a body for Junko to inhabit.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
He says that a lot, don't fuck with me.
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So that's your trap. You try to make us choose graduate, so you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
I'm just curious, if they had gone through the graduation thing, how well could Junko have acted out as those people? Because, like, she does do a lot of personalities and different mannerisms here, but she kind of just switches between them at random. I don't know if she could, like, actually imitate, say, like, Nekomaru or Gundam or Peko. Like, I don't know how long she could hold up that act. I'm kind of curious now, because, like, how long could she hold that up?
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization.
All her personality is I am despair.
That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
I suppose an AI even more so.
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly?
Is it your punishment?
Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know?
Oh, is this the reserve course?
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
I don't think so, Soda. Talking about them right now? Reserve course students. You made a cult out of the reserve course.
Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
You're fully not, though.
Mass suicide? What's she talking about?
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once.
I mean, I think they did.
That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
Please stop this one specifically. I just don't like this one.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right?
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead. Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
Well, what the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
I mean, we do have the shutdown protocol. Wouldn't that just boot everybody out?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
Wrong! That's not it!
But ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation.
I mean, they were.
Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped. LOL.
This is nothing to LOL about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game. Even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win. The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Yeah, and it's your fault.
Stop it!
Soda does not have the mental fortitude for this at all. It was all a mistake. Was this really just a mistake? Is it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings in the class trials? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs killed each other off? This is just too...
Don't give up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here without letting Junko out.
Huh?
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is? Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
Oh, one said drink after a squat. Fair enough. Heard she's heard of it. Then it's a way that even Junko doesn't know, right? The way to get out that Junko doesn't know about might be that. The shutdown sequence. Turn this in.
I see. Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
Tastes like eggs? That's good egg.
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Tastes like sulfur? It's rotten. Or if it smells like sulfur, it's rotten.
Hidden command? Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's code might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
Hanami cannot catch a break in this game. She's fucking dead, so like, yeah, her hope might have made everything worse.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop. And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Why not? Huh?
You know about it?
How?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
The reason the shutdown sequence can't be activated is there's not enough people. We need a majority for it.
I see.
And all the deaths count as absence.
Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
I mean, is this where we get a cameo of two other people from the first game?
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command? No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
Come on, who's the next cameo?
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Them.
That's
Hey,
not something
Kyoko.
you need to take your time saying.
Byakuya!
Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this.
The actual Byakuya Togami.
Kyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come.
Kyoko. Byakuya.
We'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
Definitely come. Behave. I mean, they did. They're here. They've arrived in this room.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
We're reusing the same model art.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Not the blades for this, Junko.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Byakuya, you're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
You shut up too.
Yep. That's the Byakuya bitch I remember.
Are you two also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
The six of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Tragedy? If the Killing School Life is referring to that.
You guys are the survivors of the Killing School Life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Back for round 2.
That's right. There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
Baka.
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
We got 8 people in the game now.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Aw.
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despair.
Her hair ornaments are crying.
They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
You said it again!
They don't like being called chumps.
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
And this messed up world?
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
Bro made a girl cry. SMH. Byakuya has done many things to make women cry. It's very much part of his character and part of the reason I call him Byakuya bitch.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
I am a soda on this one. That sounded very,
If
questionable.
you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here. So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
Huh?
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
I mean, they'll
They have to know
become...
everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
I mean, if we do that, then the 5 people here become the Despairs again.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program,
We're going to revert back to our original self right from the program. You'll revert to Ultimate Despairs. I'll lose Mono Coins! No, we'll revert to Ultimate Despairs.
I see. Does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I'm waiting for Alter Ego to come in and save us from this hell.
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Nope, we're not over yet.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last Ultimate Despair.
For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered.
When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be all right. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Pretty sure. You're not a scientist, Makoto.
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like really nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
There are no good options here.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless. Vanish. Does that include her too? If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us. We won't even remember she existed.
Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
You're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
Oh, one got the squats this time. It wasn't Riparian.
We don't know anything about that past.
Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place? I asked the same
those
thing
legs
in the
go.
real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me,
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others.
Thanks,
Shoving
Evan.
off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The
Good
point
number.
is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
How those legs feel?
That's not
Legs
even
feel
an
pretty good. My
explanation.
knee's starting to
Then,
get annoyed.
what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world.
Excuse me?
And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too.
What is
They're
subjective
simply side
reality?
characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Fucked up.
Are you kidding around?
No, not both. Just the one. I'm putting too much weight on one knee.
Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing.
Back to the phone.
When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll
Or
revert
shutdown.
back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair. And your dead friends will never be revived,
And to shut the actual body.
and the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win?
All right, things are starting to heat up.
This isn't a game, you know.
It is a
Au
game.
contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
Why do you keep calling them chump?
Because it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
What's the reasoning here? Huh?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people.
She wanted these three in here.
Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it?
You got those
The
three
hint
from the
is,
Future
we did
Foundation.
board easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
Same outcome as killing school life. Do you remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured, the method. By connecting those dots, there'd be an answer there. Am I gonna have a hangman's gambit? No, it's a logic dive. Okay. Alright, dive start. Let's go, go, go. It's very straightforward logic dive so far. Let me see the questions. Now! Damn it. What? I jumped onto that. That was bullshit. Alright, give me the first question. Come on, logic dive. They're so particular with these. Question 1. What did Junko and Ishii want to lure? The Future Foundation. Alright, what's the next question? Next question, please. Now. Alright, so it's the same pattern, just now it pops up last minute. Question 2. Who's used to have the Future Foundation? Junko herself was the bait for this one. Alright. It was not that one. The killings were the bait? Why were the... I guess the killings make sense, because in seeing the killings and learning that Junko could upload her consciousness to them. Capable bodies, missing minds. Okay. I'm just getting these. Junko used to force him to watch the killings. Surveillance. It's all misspellings. Surveillance caramel. I like that. What does surveillance caramel look like? I just want to know. Foundation of the killing of surveillance cameras.
It's all coming together.
Complete.
Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
Surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous killing school life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used
Look
the
crazy
cameras that were
for a
placed
bar.
throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
Oh.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
You sure did.
She did?
I will never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Okay. So regardless, shutting down the power probably would have just killed everybody outright.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again until it was finally possible for us to enter the program
Probably because Junko wanted you to come in.
just a short time ago.
She wanted you to come in.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time," right?
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason.
God damn it, Junko.
We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
I'm dead. I'm still causing havoc.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
I mean, yeah, that's what she did with this killing school life.
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right? Just 1 second, please! That sounds as though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
Huh?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program.
Oh, that's a twist I wasn't expecting.
To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
So Junko had them come in here. Damn, okay.
That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Oh, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you! It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair.
I ain't having none
Even
of
if
this.
this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
and this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. That's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote. Whichever one has a majority will be considered your final decision.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
The other requirement to pass the graduation exam is the teacher's final decision.
I see.
The teacher won't let those three repeat or graduate.
As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know?
What does that mean? It won't end with just a majority vote?
After the vote, I'm going to judge every every single one of you, see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the braid.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that all too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh, looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
Is that a saying?
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Look up on their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
Solid imagery. Fucked up though.
That is... well... Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone.
He is the ultimate hope.
It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
She likes the challenge, I think.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to lie like that. When I crush you with despair, send to ecstasy.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Oh?
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Wait, Junko's not the mastermind.
Mastermind?
Mastermind? Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
Who else is in here?
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the mastermind. But I always fell into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Where are
Well, let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru... Kamakura?
That name. I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. Right. I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. To recall, that person was the founder of the Academy.
I see.
Izuru Kamakura? Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Huh? Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
He's such an old man, though. But he's no way he's a student.
Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed.
I mean, we have his portrait.
And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
But what K?
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy.
They do something to, like, make him young again or something? Because he's the founder. How can he be a founder and the student of the same institution.
Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
How would he get into here?
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive.
But how is he in this?
Isn't that right, Hajime?
Oh? Huh?
What? I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
I mean, that was the flashback.
Huh?
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
Oh.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura.
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
A reserve course student.
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamakura? Oh, we got a trial bit here. Make your argument. I mean, I'm on the subject list, though.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course, he had a talent all along!
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity. Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot.
Could it be created hope?
Created hope.
It might be Izuru.
I'm the ultimate hope. And the current me and Izuru Kamakura are... What did Hope's Peak Academy do to me?
Good news, Hajime!
Wait, Hope Cultivation
Even
Plan.
though you were mocked for being a reserve, he had a talent all along!
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity. Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope?
There it is.
That must be it.
Consent!
Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
More squats.
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
I could have been using the cultivation stuff to implant
For the
talent
longest
in somebody.
time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder. And called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
I'm gonna guess they were like blank
A plan to
templates.
create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
From that group of Reserve Corps students, the one who was finally chosen was... Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else. You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward Hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius.
So how did they do it?
So naturally, they went to extremes.
They use the hope cultivation? Oh.
By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura.
How? Your specialty is talent itself. How does that
Eventually,
work?
Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing
pretty
such
freaky.
inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that?
Would they do something like that?
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
But how does that work?
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Huh?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
So he's basically like the ultimate learner. Like he can learn any talent.
Huh?
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory?
Yeah, like no wonder you'd be turned to despair if they'd done that much work to your brain.
It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
He's despair.
He'll disappear.
Disappear?
Disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Disappear. I'm going to disappear. 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 Disappear, disappear, disappear. Disappear, disappear, disappear. That's no good. Oh. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I'm not able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason to meet again. After all, you aren't boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you?